Hey, hi, how are you? I am JadeFox Unfiltered, and welcome back, welcome back again, JDX. Yes. It's still so much content that I owe you guys. So I'm just kind of getting caught up on stuff that I always wanted to say, but I have been so busy, and I'm still gonna do that live. Would y'all like to see that? Y'all want to see me live, or should I just be like, you know what? Don't go live. We got other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But yes, man. Like I'm like. Child, I know y'all see that title, and let's get into it, okay? So there's one thing about haters. Haters like transsexual Paris Harley, like they seem to set their standards super high for the hatee, whereas higher than what they have for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So like it'll be a situation where, you know, a hater will be walking or whatever and be like, oh my gosh, look at such and such with this old bust down jalopy. Oh my God, their car is doing bad. But then somebody turn to them and be like, well, you don't have a car at all. It's kind of like that. They always set their standards higher than those of themselves and of their loved ones, okay? So, you know, Keesha just got a new house. You know, a lot of people say she wouldn't or whatever. You know, of course they're going to say that. But, you know, I mean, whatever. But, you know, she got a new house, and for some reason, Paris was in his live, you know, a while ago saying, you know, people are coming to me because they thought I was going to congratulate Keesha, or I should congratulate. Why would you expect Keisha's, like, a huge stalker, like you are this girl's stalker? Why would we think that you would congratulate or do any of that? You know what I mean? I know you will do a little, mix some nice in with whatever, because you are still trying to weasel your way in to, you know, being a friend, because that is still the end game. But I mean, no, you're a hater that's never had anything. No, we wouldn't have expected you to be on this type of time anyway. So yeah, so this hater said this:
when I was growing up, I had a loft that was in the upstairs of our home, and it was for the kids. We had a two-seater couch that went this way, another one that went this way. We had a TV stand, video games, movies, all that set up. And then we had a whole aisle thing full of toys that was in the upstairs loft. And then we also had a finished basement, and we played in the basement as well. If we couldn't go outside in the big yard, in the backyard, we could play outside.
Yeah, you know, Paris had this peaches and cream, you know, peachy keen childhood that was full with wonder and clowns coming over every day and a big 12-story mansion and blah, blah, blah. Ooh, Paris had all this growing up. Yes, Paris, go manifest the old life that you wish that you had. But if that were true, I have some questions, okay? Question number one. So if y'all really had all these lofts and all this other stuff and craziness growing up, then like, okay, let's first give you backstory on Paris's like trash life, okay? So, you know, when Paris was a kid, you know, growing up, you know, has three siblings or whatever. He's the oldest. He's a boy. You know, mom got 2 boys, 2 girls. You know, he's not being either one of the girls, you know what I mean? So anyway, so Paris's father basically pulled a pump and dump, like got his mother, you know what I mean, pregnant 4 times and then just left, you know what I'm saying? And just left Amina with all that. So then Amina in turn, you know, put like 10 child support claims on this man. Like this man has been arrested, you know, on and off. I think he's still like in prison now. He's a real prison equal or whatever, all because of paying child support. And that is so weird to me. Like, I've never heard of a man that's that much of a bum that would rather like go to prison than to do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take care of your kids. So it's just weird that that when he keeps calling Jeremy all these bums, but Jeremy is currently in the home with his children and wants to be in a home with all of his children. Like I've never heard of that. Like they told him like, yo, you know, either you know, do what you're supposed to do, like take care of your kids, or we're gonna put you in jail. And you know what his dad said, child?
Nigga, take me to jail. Take me to jail. Lock me up. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Throw away the key. I ain't afraid to fuck somebody in his ass.
I get it now. Makes sense. Like, he is the OG prison-iqua, and it makes sense why he wants to stay in jail for that. You know, like father, like son. Okay? So anyway, so what I want to know is, question number one, like, okay, so when Paris's mom, back in the day or whatever, had 4 dependents, and like you said, with no help, you know what I'm saying? Because Mark refused to help her or whatever. So you mean to tell me, back in the day, when she had 4 dependents plus herself, she had this big, nice home, and she had all more money and all more this and all more that. So now that she doesn't have any dependents and she lives on her own, you mean to tell me Paris's mom lives like this? Yeah. The thing about that is, okay, the house that I showed you, now that is not Paris's mom's house. That particular house looks dangerously close to Paris's mother's shack. That house actually looks better, but you already know how he's gonna do. You know, I post the real house, which I'm going to post the real house, you know, but I just gotta post snippets because it's a lot of stuff that I gotta tell you about that house. But you know, instead of like what he said Keesha should have did for him, instead of coming to me if he has a problem with my content and asking me to take it down, you know, he's gonna go like he did last time to YouTube to try to get it taken down. Like he didn't put privacy claims on so much of my stuff, you know, or whatever. Well, you know, with that picture and all that other stuff. But it's so weird that he wants Keesha to come to him. He won't come to me. You know, he's gonna come to YouTube. So let's see how that works out. So anyway, so yeah, so how is that a thing? So she had more money back in the day, and now that she just got herself, she's living like that, like that. And so much so, even though that place is really busted and terrible, it's like she still had to put it in Paris and Paris's sister's name because she was gonna lose that piece of shit. Like that is crazy. So if she really had all this money, no woman with that amount of money who got lofts and all this other shit would have filed 10 child support claims on one person. They would have been, wouldn't you have chalked it up? If you had money like that, wouldn't you have been like, okay, well, you know what? Forget it. I'm not about to sit there and keep going to court of, you know, finding this dude so I can get $1. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got whatever. Wouldn't you have done that if you was a bitch with lofts and all this other shit? So, I know what you're gonna, probably, you know, say, you know, some people are probably gonna be like, well, you know what? Well, when the parents were temporarily together, you know what I mean? They lived like that. When it was a 2-parent household, they had all this money, they had all of this stuff, and, you know, they had all these lofts and the infamous, like, sectional that they were talking about in the game room because, you know, Mark was doing what he had to do. So I don't think so because of the simple fact of that would mean Mark would have to have had a job. Okay, so if Mark had a job, that means if he was taking care of them like that, he had a good job. Okay, and if he had a good job, he wouldn't have, when they broke up, when he left them, abandoned them, you know, like what bum ass niggas do. He wouldn't have had, like, they would have been able to garnish his check had he had a good job. Like, he wouldn't have had to go to prison several times due to child support, you know, because they just garnish your check. It's not a situation where it's like, well, you know what, you know, don't take my money out of my check. No, they would have garnished his check had he had a job. So they put you in jail due to gross non-compliance. That means he just didn't have a job and didn't want to try to get a job or whatever. So it is so weird that he keeps talking about like whatever Jeremy does for a living or what job does Jeremy has. This is proof that your dad did not have a job. They would have garnished him as opposed to constantly putting him in jail, allegedly. Or whatever. So, I mean, so no, I don't think that. So that makes me wonder. So if they really lived, you know, Paris could very well be telling the truth. Because if they lived like this, the shit that he described with lofts and playrooms and all this other shit, and if she can't afford to live like shit now, but she could afford to live like shit then Paris, you just told on yourself. Like, You just basically outed yourself and told how you basically live in a women and children shelter. I mean, they got that couch you talking about. They got that loft you talking about. They got that fucking playroom that you're talking about for the kids with a game room and all this other shit. So no, you can't compare a fucking big ass facility, you know what I'm saying, a fucking shelter, to what Keesha moved into. That's not governmentally funded. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you can't do that. Like that's not how somebody is supposed to live. You know, the parents are supposed to take care of the kids and shit like that. So yes, it's very much giving governmental facility, couch and all. I mean, you may as well say, well, yeah, and my house also had a chapel in there, and it had a cafeteria. It had all that shit that fucking women and children homeless shelters have. You know? I mean, it had all that shit. So that's really nothing to brag on. And so another thing that he said was this.
Where is the check being spent? Clearly not on insurance. Okay?
That's another question I have for you, Paris. So, like, if your mother had all this, y'all had all these couches and all this other shit and playrooms and shit like that. First of all, I want to ask y'all a question before I go into this. Okay, at any school, what is the one day, the number one day that you would want to come to school your best? The number one day. And that's whether it's preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school, reform school, nail school, you know, the military school, boarding school, any school. What is the number one day that you come looking your best, even if you trash? Picture day. Picture day. So your mom had all this money and couldn't fucking buy you a haircut for picture day one day out the fucking year. Like, just one day out the fucking year. Like, and you asked Keesha, where was the money? Where was the damn money? You know what I'm saying? And then when you were sending all of that those sexual text messages to Meek Mob D, hey girl, concerning her son, like you said that it could have been a family member that you gave the number to, and your family goes hard for you, and my family don't play about me. But at the end of the day, all these uncles and everybody else or whatever around, even if Amina for some reason couldn't afford it, and we know she couldn't or whatever, you didn't have like not one uncle, one big cousin that would cut your motherfucking hair for picture day, but they going so hard behind you to where they're sending, you know, nasty text messages to Meek Mob D concerning sexual things with her son. Like, but they'll do that. I just don't understand it, Paris. Like why no money for a haircut? Like, I don't get it. So yeah, like, well, shout out to your lovely childhood and all these things that you had, but all the shit you had, it was governmental. It was given to you by the government. That's how the fuck it was. So please don't compare none of that shit. So yes, now let's also get into that dirty ass, nasty ass, disgusting ass house that Amina has. Okay? So, you know, Paris wants to say, messed around and said this.
There's a chair. Oh gosh. Oh my god! Is this chair in her house? You're kidding me right now.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of chairs, Paris, actually, that chair in Keisha's house was in an appropriate place. But could you please explain this shit? These broken down ass motherfucking mismatched lawn chairs in front of your fucking mama's house. Those molded ass, nasty ass mismatched chairs. Just sitting on the front of her fucking house on a broke down ass, I don't know what the fuck, I can't call it a porch. I don't know what the fuck to call it. So she has, first of all, if this is what the fuck the outside of the fucking house looks like, I can't imagine what the fuck the inside looks like. So this is a representation of the way that your home would look. This is the outside of your home. This is what people see when they drive past. And she fucking got mismatched fucking stationary plastic molded lawn chairs that's supposed to be in the fucking in the fucking, in the back. It's supposed to be in the backyard. Those are dining chairs. Like, if you're outside having a barbecue or something, they belong in the back. These are not no fucking front lawn chairs. And this is what this bitch got in the front of her fucking house. And it's mismatched. So you were saying something about Keesha was like, oh my God, you know, it was given thrift store or something. Where the fuck she got mismatched lawn chairs from? And why the fuck she put them in the front of her fucking house? Like, and then where she lives at. Okay. The name of the street, a comedian said this. He said, every fucking hood has this street. Every hood has this street. You will never find the name of this street in a fucking, nowhere else. And it's the name of, okay, there are several, like, civil rights, you know, activists and stuff like that, and male or female. It's the name of a fucking civil rights activist. So every hood has this name. Every hood has this street. Every hood. And you said, Keesha, oh, you're in the hood now, baby. You know where the fuck y'all at? I mean, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Like, that is fucking tacky. It is trashy. It is crazy. Okay? So yeah, and then the fucking chairs like $9. They cheap as hell. I don't understand why they're in the front of your house. What the fuck are y'all doing? So y'all just really hanging out in the motherfucking hood, watching people off each other? Like, what? Why y'all sitting right there? That's not even a fucking real like porch, like where you have a porch swing. But anyway, like I said, but you know, you had a mansion and shit when you were a kid. You know, y'all weren't doing all this, but you talking about her chair that she gonna leave behind. But bitch, you need to leave them in the backyard. They wasn't supposed to be in the front yard. That's giving very trashy. That's giving Salvation Army. Okay. Okay. So also, you keep worrying about the safety of Keesha's kids. Okay. So, all right. So you said some shit about the kids are gonna get a stool that's bigger than them and try to go on a refrigerator and drink stuff that don't, you know, the kids are gonna hurt themselves doing this. You are so concerned about our kids, but I'm knowing that your nephew Landon or whatever is at your mom's fucking trap house, actual motherfucking trap house. And so, yeah. So with him being at the trap house, in and out, and y'all said that he was bad. Y'all said on your live, you was like, oh, you and your mom were talking. Landon's bad. So that means Landon's very active or whatever. Y'all got this little boy coming to this house with some steps like this. No, that's not even funny. That's not even funny. You know that little boy can hurt himself? That is unstable. That is a lawsuit, which they ain't gonna get nothing. They gonna get your old fucking $13 wigs. I mean, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen, and you got a fucking child playing up and down these unstable ass motherfucking steps, gonna bust his fucking ass? Like, this is what you got this little boy playing with? And you worried about Keesha kids getting a stool that weighs more than them to go get in the refrigerator when they got all kind of juices and snacks and cakes and cookies on the bottom level and stuff like that? And she keeps her kids well fed. They're not going in the refrigerator looking for nothing. I mean, they have everything they need. They don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, it's just, that is weird. Y'all need to get that fixed. Save Landon. Like, that little boy, if he hasn't hurt himself already, it's not like you're going to come back and tell us that. But no child should be over there at grandma's house on some unstable steps, gonna bust his ass and fuck himself up. Nobody should do that. So worry about, you need to get your mom's house together. Stop worrying about Keesha's. Keesha got this. Keesha makes great money. She does everything. She does whatever she wants to do. Like, she's good. Her house is not a death trap. Like, we're in the middle of the fucking hood with some damn dirty, molded lawn chairs. So no matter what you say about, and then you like, oh, yeah. So what happened to the other house that was supposed to have an elevator? So you expect Keesha to have elevators and escalators in her house, but your mama don't even have proper fucking steps that a little child be over there playing with. Like, that is fucking crazy. Like, yeah. And this nigga gonna also say this.
She got dirty walls and she got dry walls. I don't think she likes walls very much. Clean walls, moist walls. I just don't think.
Yeah. First of all, tell your mom to pressure wash the outside of that fucking house. Those are some dirty walls or whatever, you know, like this is what people see when they pass. And then it's so weird that you would think that you would know Keesha vaginally. Like you have stalked this girl so bad to where you even think you know the lubricational levels of her vagina. How would you know that? And then and you talking about, oh, she got this walls, but you have no walls, honey. You have no walls. You have an anal cavity. So I would say worry about your own walls, but you have lack thereof. That is so weird that you would think that you would know if she got a drop. No. Yeah. So which brings me to the next thing or whatever. You know, I said in my very last video, you know, how he, with his condition, he really thinks that things that he does influences Keesha. So, you know, he puts a lot of stuff out in the universe and, you know, hopes that Keesha does it. Like with Keisha's hair, he thinks that he's the reason why Keesha got her hair done that way. And he explained away, oh, and I'm the reason Keesha got her hair done like this. You know, like I said, it's in the next video, in the last video or whatever. So with that being said, he says this.
When I was a kid, I drew on the walls twice. Once because I didn't know any better and I got torn up. And then the second time because I was dared to and I got torn up again. And I was torn up.
Okay. So before I get into what I'm about to say, I just want to let you know, Paris, okay? First things first. When you were raised as a little boy. The twincesses and the clone are little girls. So you rear and you raise and you nurture little boys differently than what you do little girls. That's the first thing, okay? That's the first thing. And number two, they were two when this happened. I'm saying two because I'm thinking, I'm putting it on the twincesses. I'm like thinking they did. But you know what? If it was Jory, if she's that advanced to where she was the one Picassoing on the wall, then go Jory, go Jory. So whoever did it, but you know, no, you don't go up to your little girls and beat the crap out of them. But anyway, so like I said, you rear girls differently. And so us over here, like, we're breaking, you know, certain generational curses over here. Like we're not beating our kids. Like we have well-behaved kids and nephews and everything over here. You don't have to beat them. That's kind of a thing of the past. I know that you don't know how a child is supposed to be raised because you were never loved by your mom. She beat the shit out of you at 2 years old for being a 2-year-old, for scribbling on walls or whatever. So you can't expect Amina, who probably had y'all in that same shelter I told y'all about, who didn't care about you. She cares about Taylor. It's so weird that she dotes on the beauty of the daughter who didn't even get her beauty from that parent. Taylor got her looks and her color from her dad, but she sure brags on it. It's so weird. And her ugly kids look like her. Anyway. So yeah. So no matter what you say, you're like, oh yeah, she should beat her. They beat me up. Keesha is not about to beat her kids. It's not gonna happen. Like no. Do not try to put that out in the thing. That was just you and your unfit mother. And it's so weird. You said something about, well, yeah, she you know, they have the scribble on her walls or whatever, but not in Keisha's walls. It's just in their room, you know, because she don't want to see that eyesore. But it's so weird that your mother would discipline you and beat the shit out of you, tear you up for writing on walls, but she didn't tear your ass up, or those family members, the men in the family that loves you so much, they didn't whoop your ass for dropping out of school. So basically it was just whatever, like, makes her uncomfortable. She didn't want to see those walls like that because she was going to have to clean it. But you dropping out of school, you know, becoming a stalker and just throwing away your education or whatever, she was okay with that. She didn't beat your ass for that. She didn't care about that. But she probably was thinking, okay, well, you know, it's not because he scribbled on the walls. It's just the fact that when he went to school, he's not doing his schoolwork. He's not writing on paper. He waits to get home to write on my fucking walls. So maybe that's why she beat your ass. I mean, That to me, that's just weird. But you can't compare Amina to Keesha. Like, no, we're not beating the shit out of our kids over here. And I'm sorry you had a shitty childhood. I'm sorry they did not care about you. I'm sorry they did not love you or whatever, and still don't, and is only dealing with you because your mom had to get you and your sister to put the stuff in her name. So no, like, it's so weird that you would hold Keesha to a higher standard than you do yourself. When your mama lived, let's remind you. And you said, you're in the hood now, baby, where you in the, just like I said. So yeah, guys, I just had to get that off my chest. I just thought that was the weirdest thing or whatever. But, you know, pull the rod out of your eyes before you try to pull it out of somebody else's eyes. You grew up in filth. Do not try to say, oh yeah, it was this, that, and the other, whatever. But anyway, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to, I don't even think I'm going to try to hit y'all with something tomorrow. But you know what? Just because I said I wouldn't, you know, I probably will. But, you know, there's a lot more content coming. I had to get that off my chest. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And the girl hands. Girl hands. Bye, y'all.